I've always been a big music fan. You ask me my favorite kinds of music, I love rock, metal, death metal, a little grunge. Man, I love that stuff. I don't have a good day unless my head is banging and my MP3 player is pumping, you know what I'm saying? But the thing a lot of people don't know about me is that I like a little pop music now and again. In fact, I was a big Amane fan back in the day. He was the latest sensation and man, was he everywhere. His music just exploded all across the hierarchical cities and Kagutsuchi was no different. He had this charm about him that went hand in hand with his music. Women loved him, men wanted to be him. The guy was incredible, you know? Amane was a mystery, an absolute mystery. Sure, he was wearing the weird-ass lipstick and flamingly homosexual get-ups, but his music was what really grabbed people's attention. That's what really mattered. I mean, this whole feminine image was all just a part of his act. Right?
People frequently ask me why I wear my kimonos, yukatas, and lipstick all the time. I say, why not?
Whatever the reason he wore that stuff for, it didn't really bother me so much. I just loved the music. So when there was this radio contest where you could win tickets to a concert in Kagutsuchi and exclusive access passes to an after party, I was there. I must have used like, I don't know, 100 cell phones just to call in to make sure I won.
Raggy was quite persistent. When I heard that he did all that just to see one of my shows, why, I think my little heart skipped 2 beats.
So I won the contest and I got to see the show. It was just great, absolutely amazing. The crowd was on fire, everybody was freaking the out, and Amane, he was loving every second of it.
I remember my spats were a little too tight, so anybody that sat in the front row that night got a good eyeful of me, if you catch my drift. It's all real and it's spectacular.
So after the show, all the folks with passes were invited to the after party. So I go over to the party, and it's in this big, dimly lit bar room of some kind. I mean, it had a romantic, warm, fuzzy kind of feeling, unlike your usual clubs. But I was like, whatever, I won the radio contest. I got to rock out to a sick Amane set at a concert, and now I get to party with the guy himself. I saw some familiar faces at the party, but I was by myself for the most part. I grab a drink, and I'm just sitting with one of the call girls, and he walks in. He had this aura about him. Made him look like some kind of cosmic sex god or something.
I was just oozing estrogen.
Comes in with a girl on each arm, and I'm saying, damn, no guy should have that kind of power. This guy was not only a rock star, but he knew how to treat a woman. He was the perfect gentleman.
I'm feeling a little parched. How about you bitches get me a drinky?
He was real smooth, real slick and everything. Then he comes up to me personally. He's taking everything I got not to freak out. I mean, this was Amane standing right in front of me. You can't handle that level of hype.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Ragna. Nice to meet you.
Ooh, Mr. Radio Contest winner. Well, the pleasure is all mine. Enjoy yourself. Eat, drink, and be merry, baby.
I go to shake his hand, but then he just lunges out and grabs mine. First, I was shocked at how much of a grip this guy had for such a feminine appearance. But then I was shocked by something else. He hauls off and smacks me right on my ass.
I winded up and left him a big old mark right on his butt.
I yelp and I just look at him. This over-effeminate guy just slapped my ass. I think he even fractured my tailbone. You don't slap a man like that. It wasn't until later that I saw he left a huge mark on my right cheek.
And this fine hand of mine was engraved on that tight butt of his for the rest of the night.
I was pissed beyond belief. I don't care who you are, you don't do that to a guy and just walk off like it wasn't a big deal. Somebody do that on the street to you, are you gonna be all like, oh, you silly girl? No, you pull out a gun and blast his head off. That's what you're gonna do.
What's he gonna do to me? I'm Amane Nishiki Pop Idol. He's Raggy the Blood Edge. He's nobody. What's he gonna do? Raggy was in my club, and when you're in my club, you play with the big boys. You know what you get yourself into. Raggy may look like a big boy, but he's just an innocent little baby. It kinda turned me on to see him tremble in his little cowboy boots when I gave him that love tap. Your mom must be a great baker, 'cause you got some good-looking buns. Amane roll, baby.
Made me look like an idiot, and I wasn't gonna let that go. I was holding everything in, just letting a ball of rage form in my chest. I had to do something about this guy. I waited until after the party was over. I tailed him to the hotel he was staying in. That's when I made my move.
So then she brought me the wrong drink, so I politely asked her to leave. With the back of my hand. Oh, Raggy the Blood Edge.
He raises his hand up, and I'm thinking he's about to smack me again. That's when I go, wow! Jump kick to the face. But it didn't work.
He tried some kind of jam corrado berry kick or something, but the next thing he knew, I was standing on top of him. I'm not into the whole S&M stuff, but I admire your enthusiasm.
What? No! I'm trying to kill you!
Kill me? Why on earth would you want to kill me?
You humiliated me in public. You smacked me on my ass.
I did that? I hit you tonight?
Now he's getting all remorseful about it. I wasn't buying it though.
I'm sorry, Ragna. I was having too much fun. But now I offer you a truce. You look hungry. You want a big mouthful of something special?
Not really.
Nonsense, your heart is aching. But don't worry, I have the medicine.
Oh god, please no. Then he made me blintzes. Blintzes. You know, this is really nice. I don't know what to say.
Your happiness is all I could ever want. Now for dessert. Bitch, get over there and entertain my new friend. Chop chop. I thought that was a pretty good gesture of good faith. I know how much Aragi adores that girl.
Now, despite jumping out of a window to get away from New, it was a really fun night. Amane and I still talk, and we still hang out occasionally if we're in the area together. I just keep him at least 15 feet away from me.
I love Raggy with all my heart. He's like the brother I never wanted. We had our ups and downs, but I'm proud to call him an honorary member of my troop.
That's just the tip of the iceberg for when it comes to Amane. I mean, there's many more altercations we had, but I just wanted to give you an inkling as to what our relationship was like. I got plenty of other stories when I had to step up and kick his ass for doing something stupid, but that's the one night I recall the most.
Raggy thinks he whipped my ass all the time, but let's be real here. He kept stepping out of line and I had to smack him around a bit. He always tells the stories as if he always came out on top. Clearly he doesn't know his positions too well. Sometimes I had to drop kick him in the face, punch him in the chest, spank him a few times, smack his behind again. Can you imagine a grown man needing so much corporal punishment who keeps coming back for more? Romance is a hell of a drug. I must be losing it. Reminiscing about Raggy the Blood Edge and his childish charms? Ain't that cute?